The latest shop in my theme park is the coffee shop, and it is, as everything else you see in the layout, something taken out of the video game theme park by Bullfrog Productions. This kind of shop is something completely new, and I'm going to show you the details and the techniques and everything in this video. So welcome to the full presentation video of the coffee shop. There are really two things that make this module something completely new. The first is that it is a shop where people can go in and get out from again. So once in a while they get in, and once in a while they just pass by the entrance. Once they do get inside of the shop, you can hear a very distinct bell sound, like the sound from a cash register. And let's see if anybody wants to go in and get some coffee. Come on. Is it too expensive? Okay, the kids wants to get in and get coffee. And there's the bell sound. So Mr. Croissant is now on his way to get a cup of coffee, and there you have it. He has bought a cup of coffee, and you hear the bell sound from the cash register, just as in the video game. What is special about this is that you can also see I have duck shoot here on the table, and the two modules are connected. It's actually the NXT from DuckShoot that is also powering the coffee shop, because we're only using two motors in DuckShoot. So I have one motor in the coffee shop, and there's 4 sensor ports on an NXT, which means I can use one of them for the light sensor in the coffee shop. And by programming with Java, it's very easy to run two things in parallel. That's what you see right here. When it comes to building techniques and the design of the module, I try to keep it as close to what you see in the video game. That means we have things like the spoon that is lying here on the side. We have the round plate here underneath, and the main building is the coffee cup with the handle right here on the side. The windows are these 4 small windows that are lying down, and on top we have the roof being actual coffee with coffee cream. It's supposed to be brown and white, so the colors are perfect, but I think because it's lying here on top, it looks more like icing on top of a cake rather than coffee creamer here in Lego. So I think I might use a different building technique in order to achieve the roof. I'll have to see about that. Also want to make it more rounded by using this kind of parts right here. Once I get them in brown, right now they're only available in 1 set, so that is still something I have to purchase. Here in the front we have the patio, and I think it's supposed to look French by being a blue, white, red. However, with the red and white stripes, as you see here, it looks more like the American flag. I don't know if that's intentional or not. So let's take a look at what is going on inside of this module, and we can do that easily by removing everything. In here you can see I have a light sensor that is connected to the NXT and an NXT motor connected to the NXT. What you can also see here, let me just disconnect this cable, is that we have the clicker mechanism here that makes sure the track is only going in one direction, while this part of the track can go in and out. That is something you have seen in many other modules. However, there are a couple of changes in this so that it has such a small entrance here and actually still kind of works. One thing is that we have a white clutch gear here underneath of the track in order to make sure that should someone get stuck here, then this track will not try to ruin itself. What you also see here now that it's running is that this part here is moving up and down. That is achieved using the gears that we see right here. There's actually a pulling mechanism underneath here that pushes back and forth and thus pushes this part of the track up and down. And that means that the track will always make motion for moving up and down, and that is in GBC terms called an agitator. So it agitates the minifigs that are trying to get past here on the outside, and it always moves up and down, which makes sure that they do not get stuck. The sensor is of this self-calibrating type, and right now, of course, it thinks it's looking at a figure because, well, it's looking directly into a light. However, once it is inside of the building, it works much more reliably. And that is it for this presentation video. I'm going to make building instructions for the base, so that if you want to make a module similarly to Coffee Shop, then at least you have the technic base, and all the difficult parts are just easy to build because there's building instructions for it. Should this video get 1000 views, I'll make building instructions for the Coffee Shop as well. If you like this kind of presentation video, then I have a lot of other presentation videos in my back catalog. I even have a playlist that I'm putting up here in the end screen, so that it's easy for you to see videos of everything you saw in the layout that I had for my theme park here in this video. That's it. So take care, have fun, and hopefully I'll see you in the next video.